We got Aaron Shusts with us here, and we haven't talked to her a little bit. I want to catch up with your life and all of that goodness, but I want to do something different here. It's a 5-word interview. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, okay?
All right.
The way it works is for question number 5, you can answer with only 5 words.
Nice.
Question number 4, only 4 words. You see how that goes?
I like it.
Okay, so we're going to start off with question number 5 here. What is the worst part of moving? Since you just moved to town right near us here, what is the worst part of moving? And it's okay to count on your fingers. I do
It
the
doesn't
same
have to be
thing.
like a complete sentence. It can be like 5 things, just 5 words.
5-word sentence.
Oh, sentence?
Oh, no.
Yes, come on, you have to.
Come on, now you're making it work. All right, 5 words.
Making you work for it. Come on.
Boxes cut my hands badly.
There you go. Fantastic.
There we
Boxes
go.
cut my hands badly.
You didn't have to
make
think
sense?
long about that either.
No,
Well,
see?
I knew it was boxes, and I was going to try to come up with 4 more things. But like, it's like paper cuts, but cardboard size paper cuts. You know, just putting your hands in there and ow.
How long did it take you to move?
We knew by the end of March that it was going to happen, and so little by little we started like taking care of throwing away things. The purge process. The purge process was huge because, long story short, when we moved from Atlanta back in 2010 up to Pittsburgh, it was a quick.
Who does that, by the way?
Exactly. I think I might have told you that Chris Tomlin said those exactly. Like, I've never heard that since.
Yeah,
I'm moving to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's a lovely town. I'm proud of it. And it was sad to leave community. But when we moved to Pittsburgh, it was like crazy last minute stuff. And so we didn't purge anything. We threw it all in a truck and moved up there. So now we have this extra purging that needs to happen. So all this junk and garbage that was exhausting. I think just living in transition.
Oh, yeah. Being unsettled is the worst.
Yeah.
When I move, I want to move and I want to unpack everything and have the house in order in 3 days.
Exactly. Not going to happen.
If it's not, it's failure to me, and I'm like, so.
There's still, and all houses come in different shapes and sizes. So like the rug that fit in this room no longer fits in that room. It's got to go somewhere else. And the picture that hung there doesn't make sense there anymore. So just figuring all that junk out.
Well, here we go. It is question number 4, which means only 4 words. What is the best song you have ever written? What is the best song you have ever written?
Send the Bears, yo.
There it is! Yes, you are absolutely right. I didn't know if you were going to go with that, but yes.
Go away, Baldy, go away, Baldy. That's what they called me, a prophet of God. Yeah, go away.
This is a time that Aaron was in, and we challenged him to write a song about the tougher versions of verses in the Bible, and you killed this.
There are mornings.
Gonna take it anymore.
There are mornings I wake up with this song in my head.
Send your bears. Oh, send your bears. Send them out of the woods and maul all 42 like Elijah do. Lord, send the bears.
Beautiful.
I got the wrong prophet. Actually, I scribbled down Elisha and I sang Elijah, which just killed me. It slayed me. But no kidding. It's today, like earlier this week, we do family devotions with my kids, but like for about 15 minutes before we hop in the car and take them to school. And the text for like earlier at the beginning of this week was this text.
No, it was not.
Totally.
Of
Because
that
this little
verse?
devotional called like Crazy Stories from the Bible.
That's funny.
And so this was the text, and I was like, remember Daddy's song, Sing the Bears? And they're like, oh yeah. So we totally pulled it up the Wally show and watched it before they went off to school earlier this week. No
the
joke.
greatest song he has ever written. Ever Be is nice. Lord, Send Your Bears, Yo is fantastic.
I didn't write Everby, so it has to be Send the Bears.
You're absolutely right. All right, we're down to number 3 now, and he can only answer with that many words. So, Becca, what is your third question for Aaron Shusts?
Okay, so you only answer in three words.
Subject, verb, direct object.
Exactly.
There you go.
All right.
So when you come off the road, been gone for a while, what is mandatory for you and your kids to do as a family?
Is barbecue a complete sentence?
Is barbecue? It's a question.
No, barbecue.
BBQ.
Let's say go to pool.
Okay, there you go. That works. That's 3 words.
There we go. That's subject, verb, and yeah.
Yeah.
So our new place here in Nashville. Where do I live?
Yeah, exactly.
And Nashville has a community pool. It's actually the community next to us lets us use their pool.
Oh, really?
So when we moved in, we had an old pool key, so I had to like throw my 7-year-old over the fence so he can push the button to let us in. But no one seemed to complain. I walked around with the old pool key, saying, "I'm legal. I'm sorry."
Yeah, because they don't want people of your kind getting in there like that. You know,
Yeah, unless we're legal. Otherwise, they're going to send us back the other side of the fence. And so, but so we love going to the pool.
Yeah, that time with your family, I would imagine, as an artist is vital because you spend so much time ministering to other people, and that's an important part of what you do. But you can't neglect your family to do that. I don't think.
No, and I'm a fan of Billy Graham, and I've read his bio and his autobiography and books about him, and he definitely he spent more time on the road than most. But when he came home, it's like he just protected his family, his time with family, he protected his time with God. And that's important too, because like you said, we pour out. We need to get filled.
Right.
An empty vessel has nothing to pour out to other people. So time with family, and the fact that I want my kids to grow up believing that their daddy did everything he could to spend time with them and was there for them whenever they needed it. And so that's just time at the pool. It's not about swimming. It's not about getting some sunshine. It's about just being with my kids.
Exactly. We got Aaron Shusts with us. Question number 2. And you can only answer in 2 words on this one. What is the best advice you can give kids about becoming a musician?
Ooh. Practice hard.
Yeah, because you gotta have the skills when you get the opportunity.
Yeah, it's not fun. I took piano lessons since I was 7 and hated every minute of it.
And now look at you.
Practice, but now look at me. I love whenever practice was over, and I tell my boys because my boys take piano lessons.
Okay, you make them, or do they enjoy it, or do you make them?
They enjoy it.
Okay.
And I make them.
Yeah.
And so
I enjoy making them.
I enjoy making them. During the half hour of practice that they're required to do, I'm
right.
like, listen, you've got to be strict about your scales. And then when that's and whatever, everything. Like you can't goof around. Like if it's da 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 da, you can't go bum ba dum ba dum. Now, for the rest of the day, the other 23 and a half hours a day, if you want to goof around on piano, have fun. But for a half hour, you need to stick to your task. That's it. Make sure you're learning the skills and then enjoy it. We got him a little keyboard for Christmas last year. It has more buttons than it needs, and it makes more sounds. It's just fun though. So I want him to enjoy the joy of playing keyboard, but also practice hard.
I wish that I had taken piano lessons when I was a kid. Like I never did. I want to take guitar, and I kind of stayed with it a little bit. But I wish I had taken piano lessons because anytime you sit down at the piano, there's something magical about it, and you just start playing, and people are like, "It's just stop," and they just listen.
There's something beautiful about it. And I like honestly the fact that it's linear. From left to right, it's from bottom to top, like low to high.
Are you good at math?
Kind of makes sense. I wouldn't say I'm a whiz.
Okay, I'm just curious.
I get by.
Because you talk about linearly and how things are laid out. A lot of musicians tend to be decent at math.
Well, I tell you what, the math that's required to make sense in music is, how do I say this? There are definitely people in music theory that run circles around me.
Right.
But I get the math. I approach music very mathematically. And then I have to step back and say, okay, let's just make it beautiful, and let's break all the rules of math.
Right.
I understand the math enough to break the rules.
Well, here we go. The final question for Aaron Shusts on our 5-word interview, down to 1 word. This should be pretty simple. I'm going to throw you a softball. Who are you voting for?
Easy question. Come on.
Jesus.
You sidestepped that. Very nicely done. I thought I was actually going to get him on that one. We got Aaron Shusts with us. You and I, Aaron, have a little something in common, which you might be shocked. We are both ukulelists.
Ukuleles.
Ukulele players.
Ukulele.
I had seen a Twitter thing that you bought a brand new ukulele.
I did. I was in Hawaii in May, and my plan was to buy an ukulele. I like saying now because it's
fun.
It's fun. And bring it there to perform there. And then I thought, you know what? Instead of doing that, why don't I just buy it while I'm there and say I bought this ukulele in Hawaii?
Yeah, because that's perfect too. They make beautiful ones there.
Gorgeous, yeah.
So speaking of beautiful, I'm hoping that we can make beautiful music together.
Let's make some beautiful music, man.
I also have a ukulele, and I like to play this, and I've never played this professionally with anybody. So I thought you're a professional musician. musician.
Okay.
This could be a chance for me to play a song with you.
Perfect.
And I'm thinking maybe we could do your new song, Ever Be.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm not sure it's going to count as a professional performance, though, because I ain't paying you.
Oh, yeah, exactly. This is performance rights. I should get something for this. Okay, so
That's how it works.
I will try my very best to not mess up a professional musician here.
All right, yep.
Because I'm amateur, and we all know that. But this is a great moment for me here. Okay,
I love this. This is beautiful.
Okay, are we ready? So this is Ever Be with Wally on ukulele and Aaron Shusts. I gave myself top billing. Fantastic. All right, here we go. I can play it through once if you want to. Just to
Give
get
me
the
that.
vibe.
Give me some vibe.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Now I got to remember how it goes.
I'll be the Seagulls.
Your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips. Your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips. Your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips. Your praise will ever be on my lips, ever be on my lips.
Yeah, we got to stop right there because it ain't going to get any better than that on my end. So there you
it.
go.
Gorgeous. Well
Nicely
done. Well
done.
done. Well
You're
done.
fantastic. You were great. Here's what I would love to do, though. I would love to hear what a worship service with Aaron Shusts would sound like in Hawaii.
In Hawaii.
With you playing the ukulele and singing.
to. All
Okay,
right.
so here,
Toss
you can
it,
take
toss it.
mine. I'm not going to toss it because I don't know. You
don't toss
You
it.
seem like a musician, like you weren't good at sports.
I played volleyball with it. The goal was to not catch the ball. So
Oh, did you really?
Probably smart.
So here you go. This is what church in Hawaii would sound like, I think.
you want the Seagulls again?
Oh, yes.
That's the best thing. Mine were further away.
Everyone needs compassion, love that's never failing. Let mercy fall on me. Everyone needs forgiveness, the kindness of a Savior, the hope of nations. Oh, Savior, He can move the mountain. My God is mighty to save. He is mighty to save. Oh, forever, author of salvation. He rose and conquered the grave. Jesus conquered the grave.